I got you, West Virginia Mobile, 38, gotcha. Can hear you loud and proud down here in southern Texas, the Brownsville. I got 21 or something with 21. I heard you, 38, Las Vegas. Come on back there, 76, Massachusetts. CQ, the 357, relaying on St. George, Vermont, right? We got you, Vermont. We got you, Vermont. You're making the trip to Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas, Nevada. 73 to 357, relaying on St. George, Vermont. And we got you, White Lightning. Okay, wait a minute. Here's southern Texas.
Well, excuse my voice. I try to do this quietly. Welcome. Well, I kept saying I was going to get that YouTube channel going, so here we go. We'll have some fun. As you can see, Skip is really bouncing in. And that Vermont station 357 is probably, I don't know, 70 miles from me. So it's really talking season. It's down into the southwest for sure. California, Arizona, all that. Kind of cool going on. So what are we going to do here on YouTube? I don't know. What I will say is that I've been on Facebook a lot in different groups. Admin a really big group still. In and out though. I have so much going. We'll have a lot going on. And sorry, I keep saying I'll get over it. The hobby is really cool. My thoughts and goals for me, and I think for a bunch of us, as we've talked, and is that we're able to not only use our radios, but we seem to be able to use Facebook rather well and YouTube, and we get a good share going. So, and when they're sharing, and it's the right people, you're gonna definitely you're gonna pick up things that you need to know and save you some money and some precious time and some agony. So it's really great that we get together and we're able to talk ideas. So I like to share Skip. That's from the United States. You might not see me talking all the time, but I'm very interested in getting some good clips that I can put here. And over at 11 meters skip chasers, I always put things there. Well, actually, yeah. So you get it at both places just as a reminder. And we do that with all the guys that are in the group that have their channels. So I'm going to pretty much follow along and do that. But my intention is, of course, is to show you what's going on in the US of A. Listed you, and any of you have known me for a while know where I actually reside. So I do live in New York State, but I live in one of the northernmost spots on the Canadian border. So we're up in the mountains, in the Adirondack Mountains, basically at the northern part. So I have some elevation, and I get lucky once in a while. So whatever I'm picking up or it's coming in, I think it's valuable. Definitely, or just cool. I'm going to definitely get a video when I can and share it. I'm not much on editing, but I will as needed. Some of the stuff that comes in that I get from the States I can't use because it's just, I don't know, too graphic. You know where I'm going with that. But a lot of it is cool, and of course there's more really cool people than there are instigators or whatever you want to refer to them as. So that's a goal there. At the same time, I'm always looking to talk distance, every direction, but anybody that knows me knows that I live to talk to the east, across the puddle, and into the UK, Ireland, Scotland, France, Spain, pick something. I'm game. I've talked to Austria recently, Slovakia recently. A few months before that, I had some good ones in the Netherlands and Germany also. So kind of cool. And I get some in England. So I'm after getting those. I'm also after sharing when something's hopping. We do that a lot for each other over on 11 meter skip chasers. And what we'll do there is if something's happening in your area and I'm here in the UK, I'm going to jump, if I can, I'm going to get on and I'm going to say, hey, listen, I'm here in the UK right now. See what's happening. That, of course, is somebody who's around or, you know, available at the time can definitely jump on it and see. So we tried that. It works. We let each other know the conditions, I'm basically saying. So that's always cool. So we're interested in that. So you'll see I have a few folks listed. Their YouTubes, and they also have a lot of other things going on Facebook and things. But so you'll see those below. And one, of course, is Glenn. Want to say hello to all these guys, actually. Glenn, great to have you back. Darren, I appreciate all the support also. Al, I just enjoy your videos and how you look at everything. Gary, well, Gary's out on a fishing boat now off the coast of southern England, I suspect a lot. So, and so I thank you guys. These guys are all located over in the UK, of course. So I listen to their channels. I endorse their channels. They're a lot of fun. They get to the point. They get some great contacts. Try some cool things. Just unbelievable. And on the other, on this side of the pond, just a few right now. But you know, if you've ever haven't caught a mower junkie, you really need to take a look at John there, and it's 151 South Carolina are his numbers. And I've talked to John on the radio and everything. And actually, I got to say for Mower Junkie, he's the one that got me back in it. I had sort of gotten kind of very, you know, lax, wasn't doing anything, needed to do this, replace antennas, whatever, didn't do it. So I wasn't really using the radios, got watching him when he very first started, in the beginning. And he got me motivated, got me back into it. So, you know, we're going to share him, and he's aware of what we're doing. Also, another great one I share is Wagon Master. That's 390 Wagon Master, and he's listed there. He does a lot of cool stuff. He's located in Utah. I follow him. A lot of old radios, a lot of new stuff. Everything, a little bit of everything. He's been around forever too. I think I'm older than all of them though, but I think they'd be a little smarter than me. So I mentioned there, and I also, you know, there's other channels I watch out for, and Witch Doctor's one of them. But if you're on the radio, you're going to catch them on the radio. And again, a lot of that I've already shared over at 11-meter skip chasers. You keep a private group. We call it the Hangout. And but you know, of course, all you have to do is apply, and then you know, Glenn. So we can see the radios are really perking. I think I'll get on in a little while, and I'll let my friend over in Vermont run the band, but it's been moving all day. So I didn't plan on much on doing any skip today. Sorry, I can't put that there. No. I appreciate you all tuning in. My goal is to try to, every day if I can, we'll get a little something going. And if there's enough skip, well, we'll share it and let you know what's going on in the States. So that should be fun. Again, I will not sit there hours listening to a dull radio. I move on and I'll do some shortwave listening and this and that and the other thing. And I do GMRS, if you know what that is, and it's a really cool radio system that a very simplified license for that. Even more simple, it's easier to obtain than a 2-meter FM band tech or whatever you want to get into. I'm not much into that anymore, all those licenses and whatever. So I'm not a sad ham. I'm the kind of guy that's been doing CB since the 1960s. As a kid, seen it just, you know, change, continually regress. The radios actually get better. I don't think they look as good or prettier, but the radios definitely, when we got out of the tube phase and we got into solid state and we were moving along there, got up to 45 the channels, of course. And in the beginning, I was an AMer. We all were, I guess. And sideband finally caught on somewhat in the 70s. And by the 90s, I was sort of committed to, if it doesn't have sideband in it, why would I want it? So I don't have a ton of radios. I have radios, though. I have a lot of older radios. We'll run them all. And hopefully they'll all keep running. And we'll talk about antennas. If you have questions, ask a question. I don't know if I know the answer. If not, I'm sure I can find somebody that does. And in Glenn's case, of course, my buddy, he thinks he does, but, come see me first, please. So I wanted to mention all my friends and their channels, of course. And if you're tuning in for the first time, which is the first time, we're also over at 11 meters on Skip Chasers on Facebook. So we hang out there. But again, I'm getting into YouTube. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll have some fun. See how it goes. Talk some Skip. Play with some radios. Take them apart. I do a little bit of everything. So what everybody else wants to do. I also going to take you outside and camp in the woods and show you videos of where I live in the mountains and things like that. You can expect some of that. Don't do much political stuff, though. And appreciate if everybody watches their language and, gets along with everybody else and enjoy. If it's not your cup of tea, well, find it somewhere else. It's that easy. So I'm not that brutal person. I'm actually very friendly. So I would thank you all for supporting me over the past year or so as we've gotten together. And I really hope the future brings that this channel has a great mix of people from the USA, from the UK, Europe, Australia, and all over. So if I've forgotten you, I'm sorry, but come join and remind me. So looking forward to that. Try to post some Skip every day. Also plan on talking about the old days. I've done that before. Also planning, I think the group of us are going to do some live shoots, or whatever you want to call it, live together, and that's coming down the road. So that ought to be fun too. So get a mix going of different areas. So God blessing to all of you. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll be around, and I hope you are. And I hope I don't bore you too much. And that's all I got to say today. I'm tired. Y'all take care. See you soon. 73s from NY202 Operator Drew.